If you think oil built the modern world, think again. Because the next global power struggle won't be over barrels of crude. It'll be over a group of 17 mysterious metals that you probably can't even pronounce. They're hidden in your smartphone, your electric car, your computer, and even the fighter jets protecting our skies. Without them, modern life stops. And right now, one country controls nearly 70% of the world's supply. That country is China, and it just tightened export restrictions again, sparking a massive rally across the rare earth sector. Welcome to Finance Flicks Hub, where we break down the real stories behind the markets shaping our future. Today, we're diving into 5 rare earth companies at the center of America's race for independence, and why this could be one of the most important investment themes of the decade. So, grab your coffee, sit back, and let's get into it. What are rare earths and why they matter? Before we get into the stocks, let's make something clear. The term rare earths refers to 17 metallic elements, including neodymium, praseodymium, dysprosium, and terbium. They're not actually rare in nature. They're just difficult and expensive to extract and process. These elements are the DNA of modern technology, essential for high-performance magnets in electric vehicles, generators inside wind turbines, guidance systems in missiles and fighter jets, and virtually every consumer electronic device you own. In short, they're the materials of modern civilization, and whoever controls them controls the future. Let's break down 5 companies that could define the West's next industrial revolution. 1. MP Materials, NYSE, MP, America's rare earth powerhouse. First on our list, MP Materials, the undisputed heavyweight of rare earth production in the United States. This company operates the Mountain Pass mine in California, the only integrated rare earth mining and processing facility in North America. It controls the entire chain, from digging ore out of the ground to processing it into the magnets used in EVs, drones, and fighter jets. MP Materials supplies 15% of global rare earth production and has the backing of both the US Department of Defense and Apple. In fact, Apple signed a $500 million agreement to source magnets from MP starting in 2027, all made from recycled materials. Recently, MP's stock surged over 250% in 6 months, reaching record highs as investors poured into US-based producers. Its new Texas magnet facility has begun operations, the first of its kind in America, and that gives it a huge advantage as domestic demand explodes. Yes, valuations are high, but in terms of strategic value, MP Materials is the cornerstone of America's rare earth independence. Lynas Rare Earths, ASX LYC, the global titan. Next, we head to Australia, home to Lynas Rare Earths, the world's largest rare earth producer outside of China. Lynas operates the Mount Weld mine, one of the richest deposits on the planet, and recently completed its massive Kalgoorlie processing facility. That upgrade now allows Lynas to refine its materials on Australian soil, no longer dependent on China's supply chain. In 2025, Lynas's stock is up over 230% year-to-date, supported by record quarterly output and new production of heavy rare earth oxides, especially dysprosium and terbium, which are critical for advanced defense and electric motor applications. Their updated resource estimate shows a 92% increase, extending mine life beyond. In 20 years, and the company's partnership with Novon Magnetics in the US further strengthens Western supply stability. Even though analysts call the stock fully valued after its rally, Lynas remains the benchmark for reliability and scale outside of China. If you want global exposure, this is your anchor. 3. Energy Fuels, NYSE, UIU, the dual threat. Third, we have Energy Fuels, a name most people associate with uranium. But this company has become one of the most exciting dual plays in critical minerals. Operating out of its White Mesa mill in Utah, Energy Fuels is now processing both uranium and rare earth elements. That makes it a unique hybrid in 2 fast-growing industries, nuclear energy and critical materials. In just 6 months, the company's stock skyrocketed 487%, as it became the first US company to produce separated heavy rare earth oxides from commercial ores. Phase 1 of their rare earth circuit already produces about 1,000 metric tons of NdPr oxide annually, and by Phase 3, output could reach 6,000 tons per year, potentially making Energy Fuels the leading North American producer. With new acquisitions securing feedstock from Australia and Madagascar, Energy Fuels has positioned itself for massive long-term growth. If you want rare earth exposure with built-in diversification and revenue from uranium, this stock offers both energy and minerals in one package. 4. USA Rare Earth, Nasdaq USA. The speculative wildcard fourth on our list is USA Rare Earth, a development stage company with big ambitions. Its Round Top Mountain project in Texas could be one of the highest-grade, heavy rare earth deposits in North America. What makes it unique is the variety, not just rare earths like neodymium and dysprosium, but also gallium, beryllium, and lithium, which are essential for semiconductors and EV batteries. The stock has been on a roller coaster, up over 140% in a month on speculation that the US government might take an equity stake or provide financial backing under new national security programs. But here's the catch: USA Rare Earth is not yet producing. It's still in the development phase, meaning it's a high-risk, high-reward play that depends heavily on future government partnerships and successful project execution. If production begins as planned, it could be a huge win. But investors should approach this one with patience and caution. 5. NioCorp Developments, Nasdaq, NB, the American underdog. Finally, we have NioCorp Developments, a small-cap company with a big vision. Its Elk Creek project in Nebraska is one of the most advanced critical mineral projects in the US. It's not just about rare earths. The site also contains niobium, scandium, and titanium, materials vital for aerospace, clean energy, and advanced alloys. Elk Creek holds over 630,000 tons of rare earth oxides, with a projected mine life of 38 years and a pre-tax net present value of nearly $3 billion. All federal and state permits are already approved, and NioCorp recently raised $150 million to move closer to construction. Why does this matter? Because America currently imports 100% of its niobium, mostly from Brazil. If NioCorp succeeds, it would become the only US producer of niobium, giving the country a huge strategic edge in critical infrastructure and defense. It's still pre-production, so execution is key, but the upside potential is massive. Why this sector is exploding? So why are rare earth stocks on fire right now? 3 big reasons. Geopolitics. China's new export restrictions you announced. On October 9th, limit the shipment of 12 key rare earths. That's forcing Western nations to fast-track their own supply chains. Private investment. JP Morgan's $1.5 trillion Security and Resilience Initiative, launched October 13th, includes $10 billion in direct equity investments targeting US critical mineral companies. Defense demand. Rare earths are essential for national security, used in fighter jets, radar systems, and missile guidance. These are strategic resources, not just industrial materials. Analysts expect a rare earth supply deficit by 2025 and prices potentially reaching $120 per kilogram by 2027, a major tailwind for producers. The risks: no investment is bulletproof, especially not in commodities. Here are 3 key risks to keep in mind. Overvaluation. Many of these stocks have already surged hundreds of percent. Pullbacks are likely. China's dominance. If China floods the market, prices could collapse temporarily. Cyclicality. Rare earths follow boom and bust cycles. Prices can swing hard based on global demand. So always diversify and avoid chasing hype. Final take. Finance Flicks Hub Recap. Let's recap the 5 rare earth plays shaping the next decade. MP Materials, the US powerhouse backed by the Pentagon and Apple. Lynas Rare Earths, the reliable Australian titan leading the non-Chinese supply chain. Energy Fuels, the dual-threat producer combining uranium and rare earths. USA Rare Earth, the speculative development stage project with government potential. NioCorp Developments, the small-cap underdog with a multi-metal advantage. Together, these companies represent different stages of the same revolution, from operational giants to high-potential newcomers. This isn't just about profits. It's about who controls the materials that power our future, from EVs to AI systems to national defense. Outro. Finance Flix Hub. And that wraps up today's deep dive into the rare earth revolution. The race for critical minerals isn't slowing down, it's accelerating. And whether you're an investor, analyst, or just someone watching global markets evolve, this story affects all of us. If you found value in this breakdown, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Finance Flix Hub, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next market deep dive. Thanks for watching, and remember, at Finance Flix Hub, we don't just follow the money, we follow the forces shaping the future.